Hi everyone, my name is Laura and welcome back to Book Bubbler. It's been a very long time, I apologize. I have been filming videos and then not uploading them for over 6 months. So we'll see if I can upload this one. This is my July TBR, and despite what it might look like, I'm going to try and take it a little easier this month. I am extremely behind on most of my other TBRs and challenges I set for myself this year. So I would like to try and take a little time in July here, the midway point, to catch up as much as I can. However, that being said, let's get into it. So I have 7. I have 7 challenges I read every month. So first up is for DoubleBookedCo's book club. This is the book club that I run with my Etsy business with Dani at Spinelli Speaks, one of my besties. And this month is her birthday month and it's her pick. We are also reading through the decades this year. So the 1960s is for July. And we will be reading Valley of the Dolls by Jacqueline Suzanne. Never read it before. It's chunkier than I thought it would be. That's perfectly fine. But I hope this is going to be good. And then after that, I'd like to watch an adaptation if I can. 460 some pages. So this is first up as a priority. Then next up is for the Book Naturalists. This is hosted by Doris at Aldi Books and Heidi at My Reading Life. And this month it's Is a River Alive by Robert McFarlane. I don't have a copy yet, but it's nonfiction, nature writing. I'm sure it'll be lovely. Then for the very last month of the Thomas Hardy Read Along, of which I have participated exactly 0 times, but don't worry, I bought all the books for it. The very last one now is Jude the Obscure. So this is my copy from the 90s that I read originally. I'll be reading this again. This is not the place to start. It's the place I started, but I look forward to reading this for real. I might do an audiobook this time and see, but anyways, Jude the Obscure is on my list. Then for the Savidge Read Along, hosted by Simon Savidge and his mom Louise. What's her channel name? I don't remember, I apologize. But they have just a themed word every month and you can interpret it however you want to. The one for July is Rebel. And after going through the books on my shelves, I decided to pick Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins. This is either the first in a duology or a trilogy. I'm not sure if there's anything past book 2. I'll have to check it out. This is YA. She is... she becomes a paladin. She finds out she's charged to protect a school reporter, subject of a mysterious prophecy and possibly her least favorite person. Then she starts following for him, of course, and discovers that David's own fate could very well be to destroy Earth. So I don't know what this is going to be like, but I'm going to give this a shot. I've owned this for a long time. Then the Goodreads challenges. So this year, for some reason, I got really into the seasonal quarterly challenges. It's about 10:45 on July 1st right now. So I've just spent like a half an hour this morning going through writing down options to read. So I'm going to be reading something for one of the challenges this time, which is really nice too. Let me just get my printouts here. They actually announced 6 of the 8 themed challenges instead of just doing one every like 2 or 4 weeks. So I have a lot to choose from. I think one I will read for sure for that is The Correspondent by whoever that is now. It's really popular. The US cover has like white with 2 watercolor birds in it. That one. I'll probably be reading that for at least one of them. I think it's in several of the challenges, but I'll be doing that. And then for my own 2 personal challenges, I am rotating months between a series that I own, and I have literally hundreds of series on my shelves in various states of not started, almost finished, you know, or the opposite months I do a UK memoir author surname. So this month it's a UK author surname. So I do have a wheel. My computer is limping along on its last legs here. It can technically screen record. But it won't let me find it then or access it or use it. So I have an old teapot. So let's pull. And I have not updated this since I made this because I got distracted by the wheel and then I forgot. So if this is one that I've already read from, I'll let you know, and I'll draw again, of course. W. This is not one I have read before. So this is 2 audio and 4 physical. So let's see what the audios are. I have a billion lists here. Audios are, oh, Unmasked by Andrew Lloyd Webber. This is his, I'm assuming, memoir, autobiography, whatever. And then, oh, How Not to Be a Boy by Robert Webb. So I have those 2 audiobooks to choose from. And then let me go and grab the actual physical books. One sec. Okay, I have David Williams, Camp David. I don't know what year this is from. Not that it matters too much. 2012 it looks like. Holy crap. Okay, so I've got this. I have That's Another Story by Julie Walters. Love her. And then I have 2 by Clarissa Dixon Wright. So she is one of the 2 fat ladies, if you remember that TV show. So I have Rifling Through My Drawers. And what is this one again? Spilling the Beans. So I've got these 2 to read. I also could add in here some of the, I think I have the 2 Fat Ladies cookbook, and I have 2 or 3 nonfiction books by Clarissa Dixon Wright. I think 1 or 2 are just recipe books, but I think 1 is like essays and recipes, maybe. I don't know. I'll try and track those down, but there we go. W for that. And then the very last thing I am pulling for this month is my 13 in 2026 project. So it's pretty much like it sounds. I am pulling 1 book a month. They're all wrapped in paper up there. And the 13th one was People Meet on Vacation. I read that in January because the movie was coming out. I didn't quite finish it until like, I think April or May. Oops. But I did read it. So that was the 13th one. Anyways, you can tell by the 2 I have finished right there. Aside from that one, I am very far behind in this challenge as well. So not great for me. However, let's do the wheel, which again, I'm sorry you cannot see, but let's shuffle. I have 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, and 12 to pick from. Not that it matters because I don't know what the heck they are. So spinning. Isn't this a thrilling video? I'm so good at this YouTube thing. Oh, it's going to be number 12 on the bottom here. So, and of the 12 that I picked, remove, 6 are nonfiction and 6 are fiction. And again, I do not know or remember what is what. The only one I knew ahead of time that was a fiction was a very, very thin book. So that one I knew right away and I already pulled it. And no, I have not finished it. Because why would I finish it? Oh! This is book number 2 in this whatever the heck series this is called, Where the Library Hides by Isabel Ibanez. I think these are YA. I'm not sure. They don't totally read like YA, you know, if that makes sense. So in the first book, we follow our main girl. What's her name? I don't know. Isn't that terrible? I love this book. The first one was so fun. Inez. Her parents are archaeologists. I got the word, not paleontologists, archaeologists. This is set in the 20s, I believe 1920s. And she gets word in Brazil, where she's from, that her parents died in Egypt. And she thinks, I don't think so, I think they're still alive. So she takes herself at the age of 18 against her aunt's wishes, who was taking care of her, and her sisters don't want her to go either. She goes to investigate, and she gets there to find her uncle, who also lives there. And he tries to get her on a boat immediately, and because she's stubborn, she's like, hell no, I'm not doing that. So she ends up getting involved in all this stuff and going out to where her parents last were. And it's so much fun. I really, really, really enjoyed it. My mom loved this as well. She has been mad at me because she wants to read the second one, and I won't give it to her until I read it first. So she'll be very happy, if nothing else, that this got pulled this month. So I'm very psyched for this one, 100%. All right, so of the books that I have here, let's see how much I can stack up and then drop on my face when I try to show you them all. And again, this is me trying to take it easy. This is dumb. This is dumb. Laura, this is dumb. Here we go. This is not going to be a great picture, but there we go. That is what I'm reading. I'm going to try to read in July. I should say, just as a quick little caveat too, for the UK memoirs part, because I often have several books and I don't want to just read through them just to get through them, I try and go through the audiobooks first, which is stupid because I know they don't have any physical space, but this is my brain. Welcome. I'm going to try and get through any of those I have first, and then get through as much as I can in that month that I pick them for. And then I also allow myself to finish anything into the next month as well. So it's kind of 2 months for the UK series. Yeah, actually for the other polls I do too, not UK series, UK memoirs. The other one is series. Anyways, are you confused? Welcome, join me. I will make no promises, but I'm going to try my darndest to be here a little more often. I apologize for the chaos around me. This is my life currently. I hope you have all been doing really well. Let me know what you've been reading. If you had anything great. I think I've only had 3 or 4 5-star reads this year. I would like a lot more. So if you have anything you really like, let me know in the comments. And hopefully I will see you guys all very soon.